if something like that comes, then yeah, great, but we're not sort of pushing for it really. We're just cooking food really.
I mean, the guy who brought them is Kevin Tickle, and he does some fantastic demonstrations on foraging. And I mean, I've probably mowed over more stuff that I could have eaten than I know as a farmer. It really was revealing. But what do you do at Forest Side? I mean, obviously you're doing a grouse dish. What do you specialise in, Martin?
So I'm a sous chef at Forest Side, so yeah, I'm always spending a lot of time with Kev, developing new dishes, yeah, running the kitchen, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, very heavily focused on what goes on day-to-day running in the kitchen. And Luke's just joined us recently. Yeah, just been there for about 6 weeks now. So I moved on from a place in Creme Lonsdale. Bit of a trek to the Grasmere, but I've moved to Kendal. Started like I say 6 weeks ago. But no, it's brilliant. It's total different insights to food. Everything's local. We have our own kitchen garden where we get most of our produce from daily. So every day it's in fresh. But yeah, we're constantly trying to use things around us, like grouse, seasonal things.
Martin, do you go and still go quite a lot of foraging there?
Yeah, so we try to bring as much forage produce into the dishes we're doing today. So with the grouse, we're going to serve some girolles, which we've been out to pick. Yeah, elderberries as well.
You won't believe this, but I have a lot of these where I keep my wild boar, and it must be because they're quite acidic. Yeah. These grow where nothing else will.
Yeah.
In fact, I reckon I could supply you with plenty of this stuff because I've got loads of this. It's either that or champagne. I haven't got round to champagne yet.
Yeah, we're just going to serve girolles.
This one?
Yeah, cob nuts.
That's a Kentish cob nut. It was on, you saw it on Country File the other day. You remember that? You can eat them as they are, can't you? I was fascinated by that. Yeah.
So I just plucked that grouse down. We've got one here, what we plucked earlier, but Mike's just going to butcher down now. We're just, like I said before, we just used the crown.
So the crown is?
It's just the two breasts, they're just kept on the bone. Yeah, I'm just taking the legs off, through the backbone there. You can use the legs, but there's very little meat on them, and they're very well worked, so they're very tough. You've got to slow cook them. With them being so small, there's not really much point in those legs there. Because they are so small. But yeah, we just take the wings off as well, so just end up with this crown.
Did you serve grouse on the Glorious 12?
Yes, well, no, 13th we started.
13th, yeah.
But yeah, we've had grouse on the menu ever since. These ones we shot last week, so we've aged them for a week to allow them to mature in flavour a little bit. Basically, that's what you end up with, is crown. But
you don't mind
it's a good wash.
You don't mind an odd feather?
Yeah, no, I want to get quite a lot of these feathers off. I've got one here that's already pre-prepared.
Right,
so I just want to show you the process of what we're doing. But yeah, you just give that a good wash, take off any excess feathers. You've got some really nice pieces of meat there.
It's the only game bird out of the shooting fraternity's game, like pheasants and partridge, and it's the only one that isn't reared in captivity. So this is totally natural. Create the environment, you get the stuff to shoot at. Don't create the environment, you don't get the stuff to shoot at. So there's nothing forced about this animal. It doesn't even live on what we would feed our hens and our pheasants. It lives on heather shoots, young heather shoots. That's why you have burning. Burn part of the grouse moor, the young shoots come through, that's the feed for the grouse. Fantastic bird. Okay, keep going.
So yeah, with the grouse, I'm just I've got a little bit of pancetta here, but we've just got from Port Lancaster Smokehouse. So I'm just going to take a little bit of the fatty part of the pork, render that oil down, and then cook the mushrooms in that pork fat. So we've got a nice smoky bacon flavour to our mushrooms. So I'm just going to slowly get that on rendering, so we get all that bacon fat. Most people would throw that in the bin, but we can use that flavour to put that into our mushrooms. So you get a nice smoky bacon flavour in your mushrooms. Luke's just prepping the girolles.
Girolles, well, tell us what it is.
So yeah,
some of us might.
We get these quite locally to where we are. We get them from Coniston. We've got a hedge forager, Jew, who's Kevin's brother. He goes out most days looking for mushrooms.
Just show us what you were doing there. You were just doing something to it.
So all I'm doing to prep them is just scraping off the bottom stalk, just to get rid of that outer layer.
Why?
Just trimming it down, just to make it look a bit nicer.
Oh, you weren't taking something away that I couldn't eat. No, you're just making it look beautiful.
Yeah, a bit of restaurant
I'd be busy with something else, to be honest.
But if I would just speak you through the dessert I'm going to be doing. So we've got some Douglas fir, what we make into a gel and a powder for the dish. So this has got a great like citrusy, acidy flavour to it. It's everywhere. A good way of telling that it's Douglas fir is that you should be able to shake hands with it, because it's quite soft to touch, and other pines are quite spiky and would hurt your hand. Nice feel to that.
Is that how you tell?
Yeah, yeah. And it's also got a nice like white underlayer as well. So it's quite a bushy fir.
Douglas fir is amazing, though. It really is.
Yeah, but it's got a slight bitter aftertaste as well on this dish, this gel, but because it's the blackberry parfait is so sweet, it kind of cuts through it all.
Do you want to hand it round?
Yeah, give it a hand shake.
You don't need to, but it looks good, doesn't it?
But the name actually comes from a guy called David Douglas, who was kind of specialised in furs and that, and they just gave it the name after him.
You're going to have to explain what you do with that, because I would burn it.
So all we do with this is we make a syrup with sugar, water, and then we set that with agar.
Sugar, water, and you use the little branches, just sort of peel them off, or just
Yeah,
use the green shoots.
We take all the needles off.
So that's quite a time-consuming
Yeah,
job.
yeah. So one of us is there all day going.
De-needling the fur.
De-needling the fur.
Okay,
We've got
right.
nothing better to do.
Then you put them into a pan, and you put them in a pan with sugar and water, yeah?
Yeah. So reduce that down, get all the flavour out of the fur as we can. We set that into a jelly. Obviously, we're straining off the needles first. Set that into a jelly. Then we blitz that up with more needles to get the colour off them. And then we pass it again, and then you're finished with the finished product of the
So when you blitz them up, do you blitz them up with the needles that have been in the syrup?
No, we've already strained those off. So we strain those off, then more needles, fresh needles.
Well, you don't cook them.
No, we don't cook these ones. Blitz them
Right,
up.
got you now, okay.
The infusion,
yeah.
get rid of all the oils out of the pine needles. That's where all the flavour is, like natural oils.
That's okay.
Yeah.
So you're using it as a raw ingredient.
Yeah, they're completely edible.
Extracting the flavour,
You
yeah.
could eat that as it is now, but it would
Are
be.
you with me? You're on this, aren't you? I'm not asking these questions for nothing, am I? Because I would have burnt it. That's just doing it to me, yeah.
And we also make a powder. So to make the powder, we have to make the oil of the Douglas fir. So same concept, but with oil. So we reduce it down, get all the flavour out of the pine needles, pass it off, and we mix it with a powder emulsifier, what's called malto, and we just add the oil to that, and that puts all the flavour into this powder. And that just,
What if I got it wrong? What if I ended up with my Christmas tree?
that's exactly what it is. It's a Christmas tree. People use
So
it.
that's all right.
You can use spruce, which is most commonly our Christmas trees as well. We use the shoots from the spruce tree in spring when they're just forcing through. Because they're so small, you can eat them raw like that as they are. And they've got a great amount of flavour, really citrusy.
I'm going to say, if there's any questions out there, this intrigues me, where you're using stuff that's growing around you, and it's free, and to be honest, we discard it. And yet these guys from Forest Side are foraging and actually spending a little bit of time and then putting it into a